இங்கிலாந்துல இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கு. அன்பிலீவபிளா இருக்கு. லஷ் கிரீன் hats off to the groundsman. I think we have to give them a lot of credit. 1 hour வந்து பயங்கர heavy rain இருந்து, பட் இப்போ பார்த்தால நம்ம கிரவுண்ட் என்டர் பண்ண மழை இல்ல மாதிரி தான் தோணுது. So I think they have done a great job. It is all set for a great day of cricket. And இன்னைக்கு ரெண்டு teams who have not played in the tournament are going to lock horns. So நான் ரொம்ப எதிர்பார்ப்போட இருக்கேன்.
100% yes, and of course yes. கடந்த 2 நாட்களாக வந்து 6 டீம்ஸ் எப்படி விளையாண்டுருக்காங்கன்னு பார்த்தோம். And especially நேத்து the evening game, what a fantastic game அது அமைஞ்சிச்சு வித்யூத். of course நம்ம பார்த்தோம் NS ஹரிஷ் அவரோட லைன் அண்ட் லென்த் ரொம்ப அழகா வச்சிருந்தாரு. 4 விக்கெட் அழகா அப்படி போட்டு அப்படி தூக்குனாரு. and I think CSG the 5 times champions ஸ்டன் ஆயிருப்பாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
I think brilliant the way they played yesterday. Nellai Royals நேத்திக்கு வந்து the last 3-4 overs the way Sonu Yadav took the team forward. அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த சேஸ்ல ஜெகதீஷன் started off beautifully. They need something special to knock him over, and NS Harish bowled a brilliant delivery. Complete bamboo பண்ணாரு. ball skid ஆச்சு. bat வந்து டிங்னு ஸ்டம்ப் போச்சு. and he picked up 4 beautiful wickets. He is a fantastic bowler. இந்த delivery தான் பேசிருக்கோம். lower keep அல்ல, it just missed just a length a bit. அதுக்கப்புறம் left hander கூட beautiful deceive பண்ணிருக்காரு. இந்த ball கொஞ்சம் ஸ்லோவரா போட்டாரு. and yes, miss high hit சுத்துனாரு, மிஸ் பண்ணாரு. and then கடைசி விக்கெட் கூட கலக்குனாரு. well deserved wickets. I think he was very good. lot of experience இருக்கு அவருக்கு. I like his temperament. ஏன்னா power play எல்லாம் போடச்ச ஸ்பின்னருக்கு ஈஸியா இல்ல. but the line and length he bowled, the way he kept changing the speed of the delivery, அது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். ஒரே ஸ்பீட் போட்டா it can be a little predictable for the batters, but he is what he is. He's really showed good skills, and he is going to be a very important member for the team.
7 வருடமா வந்து தமிழ்நாடு பிரீமியர் லீக் விளையாண்டுருக்காரு. and of course அவருக்கு எல்லாமே தெரியும். அதனால தான் வந்து நேத்து அந்த ஒரு எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் நம்ம வந்து பார்த்தோம். எஸ்பெஷலி நீங்க ஜக்கியை பத்தி சொன்னீங்க, பட் ஜக்கியோட விக்கெட்டே ரொம்ப இன்டெலிஜென்ட்டான bowling மூலமா வந்து எடுத்தாரு. and of course yes, நம்ம இன்னைக்கு ஆடுற பிட்சை பத்தி போய் பார்த்துட்டு வந்துடலாம். let's head to the pitch report.
Wonderful settings once again here in Dinnikal. Slightly overcast about 1.5 hours back. There was slight rain as well. But this is a fresh wicket we're using for today. It looks really, once again, a good surface. It's pitch number 4. As I go down, looks pretty dry as well. Slight grass cover. Been really true for the batsmen. Runs have been coming off the bat as well. And the field, the surface looks pretty dry. And there's that grass cover as well on the surface. One thing we have seen, as far as the batters are concerned, the bounce. And that has been really suitable for them. Because as a batter, you can play square the wicket. You can play through the line as well on this surface. You can really trust the bounce as a batter. But as a bowler, we saw yesterday, the bowlers have to take a leaf out of his book. The 4 wickets were really instrumental. 4 for 25. The length that he was bowling was really immaculate. Also bowled with a lot of guile. He's bowling the stump line, and that's important. He was getting a bit of grip, Harish, and it was really good to see, because very hard to see a spinner on this surface, which is really conducive for the batters, bowl such kind of length as well, and the variations from him were really spot on. So I think the bowlers have to take a cue out of his book, the way he bowled yesterday. But overall, I reckon again, it's a really fantastic surface to bat on. Dry, although overcast condition, but I feel the team batting first should look at a target of 190 batting first.
Thank you Ajay sir, and of course Vidyut, Ajay sir சொல்லிருக்காரு pitch number 4ல வந்து இன்னைக்கு விளையாட போறாங்க. What do you look at it as?
Good surfacing. I think evenly even coating of grass irukku, nalla rollna irukku, nalla sheen irukku in the pitch lane. I still feel Sastika it will be good for batting. Ana ஒரு bowler ku quality in that they can extract something. நம்ம பாத்துறோம் spinners நேத்துக்கு NS ஹரிஷ் பத்தி பேசணும். சில ball skid ஆச்சு, சில ball turn ஆச்சு அவருக்கு. So it's not a pelter, definitely in favor of batters and bowlers கூட கொஞ்சம் உதவி இருக்கும். பட் ஒன் திங் should be interesting. நீங்க பாருங்க பின்னாடி அந்த அது டியூக்காவே இல்ல, மழை பெஞ்சிருக்கு. 3 மணில இருந்து 4 மணி வரைக்கும் மழை பெஞ்சிருக்கு. பாருங்க, it is slightly wet. முட்டில பாரு கொஞ்சம் தண்ணி இருக்கு. So it will be interesting. Usually will want to bowl first, but outfield slightly better இருக்கறனால maybe they may change the decision. So it's going to be not easy for the captains. நேத்து கூட பாத்தீங்க second game chase பண்ணது கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா இருந்தது. So will they change their mind because of that? We have to wait and see. But overall I would like to bowl first in this format. எல்லா டீமுக்கும் அதான் பிடிக்கும். But மழை பெய்யறதுனால maybe it happens. Maybe I say a very small chance.
சரி, அப்ப நம்ம நிஜமாலுமே போய் captains என்ன பண்ண போறாங்க அப்படிங்கறத பார்க்கலாம். Come, let's head to the toss.
Vanakkam and good evening. It's toss time here at match number 4 between the SKM Salem Spartans and the Vida Covey Kings. We have the people who matter here. Abhishek S, captain of the SKM Salem Spartans. Shahrukh Khan, captain of the Vida Covey Kings. The match referee, Mrs. Devyani Selvakumar, toss representative, and owner of the SKM Salem Spartans, Mr. Amrita Kumar, dealer principal, Vida. Time for the toss. Abhishek's got the coin. Give it a flick. Tails. Tails is the call. Heads it is. It's a head. Abhishek, you won the toss. What are you going to do?
I'm going to bowl first.
ஏதாவது பிரத்யேகமான காரணம் இருக்கா முதல்ல போலிங் தேர்வெடுக்க?
இது நியூ விக்கெட்டு, ஸோ எப்படி பிஹேவ் பண்ணணும்னு தெரியாது. ஸோ அதை அசஸ் பண்ணிட்டு செகண்ட் பேட்டிங் எடுத்தால் பெட்டர்னு தோணுது.
இந்த சீசன் வந்து என்ன புதுசாக அப்ரோச் பண்ணுறீங்க? ஏன்னா குவாலிஃபைங் ஸ்பாட் போன முறை உங்களுக்கு வந்து கிடைக்காம போச்சு. ஸோ எந்த மாற்றங்கள் செஞ்சுருக்கீங்க?
லாஸ்ட் டைம் வி லாஸ் மொமெண்டம். ஸோ அது பேஸ் பண்ணி நிறையா ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜிலாம் பிளான் பண்ணியிருக்கோம்.
உங்கள் டீமில் ஏதேனும் புது பிளேயர்ஸ் டு வாட்ச் அவுட் ஃபார் அப்படின்னா யாரை சொல்லுவீங்க?
அவசியம் ஐயப்பன் லெஃப்ட் ஹாஸ் பண்ணு.
இன்னைக்கு டீம் காம்பினேஷன் இன்னைக்கு டீம் காம்பினேஷன் ஏதாவது புது பிளேயர்ஸ்?
இல்லை சேம் பிளேயர்.
ஆல்ரைட், கோவில் விஷயம். ஷாருக் கான், நீங்க டாஸ் ஜெயிச்சிருந்தா என்ன பண்ணிருப்பீங்க?
நான் கண்டிப்பாக bowling பண்ணியிருப்போம். ஆப்வியஸ்லி ஸ்டிக்கி விக்கெட், பிட் ஆஃப் ரெயின் இன் தி ஆஃப்டர்நூன், ஸோ கண்டிஷன்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணோம்.
உங்க டீம்ல நிறைய இளைஞர்கள் இருக்காங்க, ஏகப்பட்ட ஃப்ரெஷ் டேலண்ட் இருக்கு. அண்ட் உங்களோட ஹேண்ட் எவ்வளோ இருந்துச்சு இந்த ஸ்குவாடை பிக் பண்றதுல?
கண்டிப்பாக ஒரு ஃப்ரீ ஹேண்ட் இருந்திருக்கு இந்த டீமில், அண்ட் ட்ரஸ்ட் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ யங் டேலண்ட்ஸ் எடுத்திருக்கோம், பிகாஸ் தட்ஸ் வாட் வி டூ யூஸ்வலி, அண்ட் வி வென்ட் வித் தட் திஸ் இயர் as well.
ஆல்சோ இன் டர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃப்ரெஷ் டேலண்ட் பேசும்போது யாராவது புது பிளேயர்ஸ் இருக்காங்களா? எத்தனை டெபியூட்டான்ஸ்?
2 debutants, obviously Ambarish one, and Abhinav Kannan.
All right, Shahrukh Khan, all the best, go well. Thank you. So that's the news from the center. The SKM Salem Spartans have won the toss and have elected to field first.
No surprises in the toss, of course. Salem Spartans they won the toss. நாங்கள் பரவாயில்ல ஃபீல்டே பண்ணிக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. We have debutants as usual வித்யுத். கோவையை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் 2 debutants இருக்காங்க, அண்ட் சேலத்தை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் ஒரு debutant இங்கே இருக்காரு. அந்த செரமனியை இப்போ நம்ம கொஞ்சம் நேரத்துக்கு அப்புறம் நம்ம பார்ப்போம். பட் இதுதான் டீம்ஸ்.
சேலம்ல ஒரு டெபியூட் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஐயப்பன் பி இஸ் லெஃப்ட் ஆர்ம். They have a good team. They have a very, very young team. And Kovai Kings also, they have some fantastic players. 2 debutants இருக்காங்க அவங்களுக்கு. அங்க பாருங்க அந்த big moment. Yes, Ambarish under 19 ரொம்ப நல்லா பண்ணாரு அவரு. So it's going to be a great opportunity for him. So yeah, good conditions. அவருக்கு I think it will be an ideal platform to showcase his talent. அதான் எதிர்பார்ப்பாங்க. We want to see a TNPL over the years that produce some fantastic youngsters. And நேத்து பார்த்தோம், looking forward to seeing what he has to offer.
Definitely. We've been talking and Kovai Kings, they have been 2 times winners, champions இருந்திருக்காங்க. And from that, போன வருஷம் அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு டிஃபிகல்ட்டான சீசனாக தான் இருந்துச்சு. நீங்க this year இந்த டீமை பார்க்குறப்போ there are new people coming in. They've brought in a lot of new people also. டீம் எப்படி பாக்குறீங்க?
I think they are a good squad. In the tournament has been going on for a long time. You are bound to have one off season, but I think a lot of emphasis will be on this guy Shahrukh Khan. நிறைய அனுபவம் இருக்கு, and a lot of நீங்க சொன்ன youngsters இருக்காங்க. சித்தார்த் மாதிரி players இருக்காங்க இந்த டீம்ல. Winner who can bowl well in the power play, and yes, I think they have a very good team this year. They will do well. Trilok Nag, nalla or fast bowler, can hit the deck hard. Man Bafna, he's also a very good left-hander, and of course Jataved also has played there. So I think they have a good mix of experience and youngsters, and in the version they will do well. I think Shahrukh Khan is hungry to do well this year. Our Koda, there's a lot to gain. Nariya IPL cement is placed in IPL team, and in the Mari platform perform panna, I think he will do that. Our team, I'm going one step ahead. GT Mari team, if he's going to do well, get a couple of hundreds here, straight away he will come maybe in the number 4 slot to Arla. So that's what he'll be playing for, and I hope he does really well.
And in fact, over the years, he has taken that very seriously. Our captaincy ரொம்ப சீரியஸா எடுத்திருக்காரு. He's been a very dependable player also for this side. But before we sign off from here and throw to the comms, உங்ககிட்ட நான் கேக்குறேன், இன்னைக்கு யார் பக்கம்?
நேத்துக்கு நான் வின் பண்ணிட்டேன் சொல்ல மதுரைன்னு சொன்னேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 15 hours முன்னாடி ஒரு மாதிரி போயிருந்து, பட் மதுரை ஜெயிச்சிட்டாங்க. ஐ திங்க் டுடே இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி விடா. ஐ திங்க் தே வில் விடா கோவை கிங்ஸ் ன்னு தோணுது எனக்கு. பட் Salem also has a great side. It's going to be a cliffhanger. It's going to be a great game. ஏதோ பார்த்து சொல்றேன்.
பட் சேலத்தை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நீங்க person you're like one player to look out for அப்படினா who would you say?
I say Nitish Rajagopal. I think he's a fantastic cricketer. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு I have a lot
Karthik, Mayappan.
of course Karthik இருக்காரு, and of course we saw Ajit Ram also. He's a good cricketer. Mohammad வந்து he's played for a long time. நிறைய அனுபவம் இருக்கு with bat and ball, so they do have a very good team. இவர் பத்தி தான் பேசினேன். Nitish Rajagopal, he has a lot to offer in this format. Good siding. இப்ப பார்த்தா strong team இருக்கு. prediction மாத்தலாம்னு தோணுது, but I will stick to the prediction. I think it will be Virat.
Of course நீங்க வந்து அந்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பத்தி சொல்லிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும்போது ராஹில் ஷா the youngster தான் நான் அவர் எப்பவுமே சொல்லுவேன். அவர்தான் the youngest person அப்படினு நம்ம சொல்லலாம்.
And actually பயங்கர ஃபிட்டா இருக்கு. நீ உள்ள வச்ச ஓடிந்தாரு, அப்படியே ஸ்லிம்மா இருக்காரு, and he will have a lot to offer. He's been a fantastic left arm spinner over the years. எல்லா ஃபார்மேட்லயும் ஒயிட் பாலும் சரி, ரெட் பாலும் சரி, and அவரோட அனுபவம், he's been a selector, he's been a player, so he's done everything. I think he will have a lot of value to this youngsters, and they will learn a lot from him.
But I really want to know, நீங்க இந்த ரெண்டு டீம்ல now because you've seen also Salem Spartans நீங்க பார்த்ததனால, do you want to change?
இல்லங்க, I won't change. I think Salem
நான் ஏன்
Spartans
உங்களை வந்து நான் சேஞ்ச் பண்ண சொல்றேன்ன்றது நீங்க என்ன கேட்கலாம்ல. நீ ஏன்
ஆமா, எங்க உங்க ஊர் ஆடுறாங்க,
எங்க ஊர் ஆடுறாங்க, என்கிட்ட விட்டுருங்களேன்.
நான் உங்க ஊர் சப்போர்ட் பண்றேன், but I think you can obviously support your own team, but I still feel Virat Kings have the slight edge, but Salem on paper they seem a much better team this year, so I think you can't take them lightly. They'll have a lot to offer this year.
Definitely yes, but yes, நாங்க ரெண்டு பேருமே வந்து இப்ப எங்களோட predictions வந்து பண்ணிட்டோம். ரெண்டு பேருமே கோவை கிங்ஸ் ஓடவே இது பண்ணிடலாமா?
சரி, நான் மாத்திக்கிறேன், நான் சேலம் ஸ்பார்டன்ஸ் சொல்றேன்.
சேலம் ஸ்பார்டன்ஸ் ஓகே. நான் வந்து as usual எங்க ஊர் அப்படிங்கறதுனால நான் வந்து கோவை கிங்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கிறேன், அவர் வந்து சேலம் ஸ்பார்டன்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கிறாரு. இப்போ லைவ் ஆக்ஷனுக்கு நம்ம போலாம் வாங்க, காமெண்டேட்டர்ஸ்க்கு போலாம்.
As a fresh season begins, here are two teams looking to turn a new page at the Shriram Capital Tamil Nadu Premier League 2026. As the on-field umpires, Sai Darshan Kumar, one of them walking out, and of course indicating that play is going to start soon. The Salem Spartans starting a new season. Hasn't been the best of times for them in this competition over the years, but as we said earlier, a new season, a new start and a new opportunity, and it's one for the Vida Kovai Kings as well. Two-time champions, they shared the title once with the Chepauk Super Gillies, then won it comprehensively the following year, and they've set high standards for themselves in this competition since inception in 2016, but last season was forgettable. Always look forward to a new start. That's what life is about. And making a fresh start here in the commentary box today is Suhas Vedam.
Thank you so much, Rishad. Very good evening to everyone watching. Lokeshwar, one of the two batters, and then Abhinav. The bit of Kovai Kings. What a fabulous start. It's a bit of rain this surface. Very interested in seeing how it goes from ball one. Not going to be an easy assignment for the openers because Mohammad is ready to roll his arm over. 73 wickets in 74 matches with an economy of 8.1. Two fours. Tells you he is quite handy in any format of the game, let alone the T20.
Absolutely has played for Tamil Nadu as well, and I must tell you that he was a part of the TNPL way back in 2017 as well. Had seen him as one of those utility all-rounders. Also, let me tell you that down the order he can get those runs as well. But we'll come to that later, as the Vida Kovai Kings are the ones with the bat in hand, and the SKM Salem Spartans have chosen to bowl first. Interesting comment by their captain today. He said same side.
I think he'd already played a match in his mind. Loves visualizing. Alright, seconds away from high octane cricket action. They aim to do that, don't they? Visualize, play out different scenarios. Now, in reality,
First ball on day 3. Defends it solidly, K. Abhinav. And also to tell you a little bit about Abhinav, he's been a part of the Tamil Nadu A. It has found success there as well. And it's obviously about bringing that success into this competition and take it up a notch, because you want to rise up the ranks.
The platform is there. It's time to blossom. That's what Sri Lanka Capital TNPL has been for a long time. Not just a platform, but a path. First ball.
That's being driven through the offside. He'll get off the mark. First runs for the promising youngster Abhinav. Gets going in the Sri Lanka Capital TNPL. Always a relief, isn't it, when you get off the mark?
Absolutely. That is the first one that he got in the gap quite comfortably. We'll come back for the second. Is he mentally off the mark as well? That's the bigger question. He's searching for the middle of the bat. Abhinav. And gone, the umpire seems to be a little happy. They're checking the shot run. Has he done enough?
So do we see a millimeter past the line? That's the question. Do we?
The dude. Oh, that was very close, wasn't it? Mohammad's found the right line though.
Yes, a very experienced bowler. Has got the slip in place. This time a little back of a length. Punches that off the back foot. This was the pitch. Ajamera had done the pitch report. As we had told you earlier, that there's a bit of rain around. But all's well. Also credit to the groundsmen who have put in the hard yards and to ensure that the playing surface is of top quality. He hosts many matches, so it's not an easy job. They are the unsung heroes in this sport.
Absolutely, when you look at that surface. Again, right on the money there, Mohammed. When we look at that surface and also taking into consideration what Ajay Mehra said earlier, he still said it's 190 despite the limit of rain around. It was overcast as well. He said the bowlers will have the tail up. But 190, Shah Rukh Khan, don't go by the fact that he has got his hands crossed and won't express himself much. No, he's all set to do that as he sets foot on the field not too long from now.
In fact, he had made an impression at this very ground back when he played his first season. Didn't get a lot of just the way he struck the ball, something that stood out there. Little uppish, too short, fine leg. Shy at the stumps, he's made it. A bit of nerves as well.
Great challenge presented for that single. Superb call indeed. Makes it in the end. He had the confidence that he'll cover 22 yards. Lokeshwar. And Abhinav responded. I thought there was a bit of a stutter from Abhinav, but Lokeshwar was absolutely clear that he wants to cover and rather quickly.
Lokeshwar has played Ranji Trophy cricket for Tamil Nadu. Last year was a part of this team itself. Once again, a little bit of an inside edge, a single through the leg side. That's the end of the 4 runs of that one. Spartans and the Vida Kuwait Kings. Remember, Vida Kuwait Kings, 2-time champions, one shared of course, but the SKM Salem Spartans, this is a new chance for them. Uday Kumar is the new bowler, 1 wicket, it's his 3rd match. Of course, those figures will improve as he plays more matches. He's got a slip in place. That's been punched handsomely through the offside. Bisect the gap. It'll be a boundary. Beautifully driven like Sriram's instant two-wheeler loan.
Did try to hit the ball hard there. Lokeshwar lets it come onto the bat and wonderfully guides it in the gap. The sheer fact that he had the confidence not to overdo it at all, the fact that he knew he's going to get that boundary, sets this one apart. He's got the gift of timing, Lokeshwar. And it's a good start for him. Positive one.
Talk about a positive start. That didn't bisect the gap, but it made a good sound of the bat. And just to tell you, last year, Lokeshwar had got an innings of 90 of 57 balls. It was an unbeaten innings against the Nellai Royal Kings. It's well fielded there at point. Strays onto the pads. He's flicked that in front of square. A good attempt in the deep, but has he done enough to stop it? The umpires will have a look, but must say it was an impressive throw from the deep right into the wicketkeeper's gloves.
Mohammad, a fast bowler, putting his body on the line. Has he done well here? One moment you're trying to expand yourself, other moment you're trying to shrink yourself. I think he's okay while he collects the ball. What about the period in between? When he was still in between that slide, the ball had a mind of its own.
So Hasid Mohammad, someone who's very experienced, and it just looks like he had that awareness as to where the ball was, when his body was in contact with the cushions.
Yes, this angle might tell us a better story. Still, the ball is obscured. I think it's both the angles juxtaposed which will tell us the exact story. As he crashes into the there. These 4 to 5 frames, Nishan. He's okay. These 4 to 5 frames.
He seems fine. Fresh off an over as well, so that's a fantastic effort by Mohammad.
They put in the hard yards, the medium bowlers, but they put the body on the line as well. Tell you what commitment's all about in the very first game of the season. Kudos to
Does hit well, but there was a man right there waiting on the edge of the boundary, edge of the circle rather.
Wasn't it terrific there? Just eases it in the gap, and this outfield, despite seeing a bit of the ball, skids away for 4. He's so good through the covers. He's played that shot a couple of times thereafter as well, but it's plugged. His favorite area is plugged.
Once again through the offside, he'll take a quick single. And seems to be particularly strong on the offside, as you said. And just having a look at what he's done, his strike rate in TNPL is about 119. So he's got to do better. It was a quick single run taken, and Hari Nishant was the fielder who took the shy at the stumps. So yes, when you have a strike rate of about 119, and there's Hari Nishant, someone who has been a familiar figure in the Shriram Capital TNPL. A dot ball to finish. Uday Kumar recovered well up after the boundary of the first ball. It's 11 for no loss. is making his debut. And then, of course, the fans will be waiting to see Shahrukh, but talk about Amrish as well. We will discuss that promising youngster right through this competition as Mohammad starts his second over. Back of the length, and he's pulled it to deep square. And this is what the Shriram Capital TNPL is about. The kind of talent that it is presented, likes of Sai Sudarshan were also recognized here. Remember Sai Kishore as well, doing well in the first season, was into the Tamil Nadu team. So many names you can think of, Natarajan being another.
And hence it continues to be a platform that guides the youngsters as well, shows them the way to knock higher doors of cricket. And they also get to play with the best in the business who've already been there at that level. To rub shoulders with them, it gives you a lot of confidence in learning. Each one bring one at least.
Absolutely, and you come into a setup, even if you don't play a game, you are a part of a dressing room where there's a very professional atmosphere. You understand the demands of T20 cricket. Charges down the ground, lofted it wonderfully, the first six of the night. Lokeshwar has been fantastic, particularly through the offside.
Something had to give. Mohammad was also getting too comfortable. The slower delivery picked it up beautifully. Puts on the dancing shoes, Lokeshwar. And once again, his prowess through the offside shines. No half measures whatsoever. Great extension of arms in 72. Achieved.
Just looked like he tried to bowl a Chris Harris delivery over there. Didn't quite get it right, but kudos to Lokeshwar for really judging it well. Reaching the pitch of the ball, and that's what you really do to a spinner.
Just get a feeling that we've seen 100 meters already. And we're just about getting started with the league. There's another 100-meter monster somewhere hiding very soon. Service. He knows which ball to be cruel at, which ball to slightly guide it away.
Absolutely, and as we saw that Mohammad, he's of course a medium pacer. This time he bowled the conventional delivery. When he took the pace off, Lokeshwar had seen it and charged to him as if it was a spinner. It's not easy judging it. You have to approach it in a sense that you've seen it early and then you go and you charge and then of course connect.
Best of 90. And it was unconquered with that 90.
Beaten on this occasion. This, of course, it's never easy when you're making that transition to a higher level. Pull one that wasn't quite there to pull.
It's the second time that Mohammad's bowled exactly in the same area. He started off with that length this particular over. However, that ball was slower. There was 111. And this one slightly quicker. Much quicker rather, 124.
Edged, and that's gone past the fielder, but there's protection in the deep. A single to end the third. The Vida Kovai Kings 21 for no loss. Lokeshwar has done the heavy lifting so far for the Vida Kovai Kings. The experienced man just giving them that impetus up front, but Abhinav just taking his time. There'll be a change in the bowling. Ajit Ram is into the attack. A very, very impressive economy rate of 6.8. Works it around for a single.
Just one over for Uday Kumar. Just the one over. Keeper comes up. Sensing swing there, Ajit Kumar. Some spell, more spin. That's gone through. He needed a better effort there. And a better effort did come, but did it come a day later, a dollar shot.
It's Hari Nishant. Because you need to keep the pressure on the batters. It's the power play. Just let it go through. Put in the dive. The fielder in the deep two trying his best. This should have been stopped inside the circle. Just got to think what Abhinav can do in this situation. Was a young man, he's seen at the other end the senior partner starting well. Yes, you can get carried away with that, but you just have to play your natural game. It may be a cliche, but it works well. Once again, working it around for a single. Maybe once he gets that first boundary, might just be a lot easier.
Lokeshwar's start is allowing Abhinav to breathe a little easy. Having said that, Abhinav will also start to go for the big ones.
Trying to go down the ground will give only a couple. Good work by the fielder at long off, running across and stopping that one. Lokeshwar is actually looking very good. Reach the pitch of the ball, trying to hit it very straight. A good fielding effort in the deep. Makes room, tries to go over the offside. Hold out, the fielder's taken a clean catch. The first wicket for the SKM Salem Spartans, and it's Ajit Ram who's done the damage.
Bounced a little more than he anticipated. Nice and clear call. Ayappan making absolutely no mistake. And the captain's trick works wonders. He brings on Ajit Ram, who doesn't disappoint. Lokeshwar walks for 23. A good start, but he gives it away 20 for 1.
Sachin has walked out to bat. Decent numbers, in fact. Who did he get that 116 against? But let's have a look at that wicket of Lokeshwar. Just made room, but couldn't quite connect it well. Was a little bit high on the bat, wasn't it?
Great ploy there by Ajit Ram, who watched the batter to the last moment, followed him. Then became a little cramped for room as well. Then that additional bit of bounce meant more trouble. Splendidly fielded. Oya Murray into the attack.
It's a very good fielding effort. Diving across to his left. You work as a team in the offside when you're at cover, extra cover, point. It's all about teamwork, knowing each other's moves as well. But Oya Murray, 66 wickets in 47 matches. It's a very good record. A good Yorker. That's twice done so well in the Sri Ram Capital TNPL. Now, quick question for you, Suhas. Sachin's highest score, 116. Who is it against?
Salem Spartans.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and it was the last match of the previous season that he got an innings of 116 of 70 against the Salem Spartans.
With Toyamori, who's already started to show his repertoire of wonderful delivery. Second delivery is just why wait for the right time to bowl a Yorker. Any time's a good time as long as you can get it right. The best time is when the batter is least expecting. Gets it right.
An edge, and that's beaten. Theatre ring, that'll go for 4. Well, has Sachin continued from the last year?
There is a bit of extra bounce. Sachin had to tackle. The bottom hand comes off. Somehow the ball squeezes itself in the gap. Collects the boundary. Still, he's not off the mark mentally. And Poyamori knows that. He has no one else to blame. Don't worry. He's still asking tough questions, Poyamori.
Lets that go through to the wicketkeeper. We don't see that often in the power play in T20 cricket. Talking about Poyamori, his record is very good, as we said. 66 wickets in 47 matches and an average of 21. And a genuine wicket taker, because he's taken over 3 wickets in a TNPL match 9 times. So that tells you that he is someone the captain can bank on.
And the slower delivery as well has got a pinpoint accurate Yorker. He can bowl outside off wonderfully well. Just tells you why he returns with 3 wickets so many times. He's got variations in his slower delivery as well. So many kinds of slower deliveries.
Very well bowled outside the off stump. The SKM Salem Spartans looking for a good start this year. Sachin takes a single. The end of the 5th, 36 for 1.
Because it was a valuable one. Loki was so impressive. A pocket rocket. No doubt a big 6 over long off. The highlight of his short innings. But unfortunately, he will play no more part. He was gutted to have pulled out at point. However, Anish Kumar now from the south end of commentator's end. Sachin leans into it. And leaning into the chair next to me, my good friend Vidyut Shivaramakrishnan, one of the biggest stars of Tamil Nadu cricket, is here with me. Welcome to the box.
Thank you, Charu. Thank you so much. So wonderful to sit beside you. It's been a wonderful day. As always, Natham Dindigal. These 2 good teams lock horns today. It's been a sedate start for the Kowe Kings.
Still has to get going, but have to be patient. Although during the power play, there's always a little bit of greed to smack a few big ones.
It has not been the kind of pitch where the ball has been coming onto the bat very easily. Said in the toss that he finds his pitch a little tacky. Just finding it a little difficult to get going, but they've bowled well, the Salem Spartans. They've been accurate, they've hit the right areas. It's from 1 over has been really good for them.
To the ball, the pressure rises. cuts hard. However, there's a man there. Just a single. Now, the final over of power play usually becomes a little dangerous in the last 2 or 3 deliveries because you feel we need to maximize. The team needs to maximize some of the big blows. Watch it. And especially when you haven't scored too much, there's always a little bit of greed saying, all right, 3 balls left. Let's try and go over the infield. And that's where so many perish with you.
Division will be there because they're going at 6.73 runs per over. Not the best start. But rightly pointed out, Harish Kumar will have an opportunity. He's bowled a couple of slow balls till now.
Weighted it well. Do they want the double? Why take such a big risk? Because the last thing we want is a run out when you're taking only one more run.
Abhishek has led his team well so far. They didn't have a great season last year, but they've started well. And as always, we've had some wonderful crowds coming in. A lot of youngsters. There she goes, catching the popcorn. Ashwin, Capital TMPL has always drawn good crowds, especially in this venue.
And he goes big. That's what he was waiting for. No real pace in the slot. Gives it a big heave. Fabulous 6 on the long off.
You waited nicely for the slow delivery. Sachin, he's a good young player. Harish being a little bit predictable. Slow and full up, and a good flourish of the bat. He picks up his first 6. And the Kobe Kings will want a lot more of that. So they are turning it on the last over of the power play. 1 ball to go. They've got 8 this over so far.
What's the comeback for Harish Kumar? Maybe a length delivery if you can't bowl the Yorker. That's not too bad. Yeah, got away pretty fiercely. And another boundary, a 6 and a 4 to end the power play. 6 done. Go by. 48 for 1. That's 2. Overs are a 6. Fortunately, not 4, but look, he looks so good. Pocket rocket must be what? Under 5 feet, but it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, he was really good. But when he kept going, I didn't throw up. Really was a beautiful job. Extra pace, soft Koyamori, but then Sachin took some time, but it's a beautiful 6 down the ground.
Oh, a slower one back in the hand by Boyamori. Up in the sky. He's going back for it's going to be a tough one. Leave it for the man coming in from the deep. That's such a big mistake.
Yeah, beautifully bowled, but they really messed it up. Not easy for the bowler, but he did cover good ground. There you go. Nice slow delivery. The ball dipping on. Karthik Manikandan comes all the way and then they keep watching each other. The calling just wasn't clear. You need commitment with your call, and that didn't happen.
Vidyut, you need to go down, give them a chat. Talking to. Such a wonderful chance created by that slow delivery. He's a clever bowler, Boyamori, without doubt. They're so lucky, Abhinav.
Hey, use the right word, clever. He's been playing this format for a long time. Been a good bowler in the TNPL over the years.
The quicker one. Well, this is the period of consolidation. And in the 7th over, you give your wicket away. That's just very poor. But fortunately, Boyamori, 30. And slow deliveries below 125. He is the leader. That figures, doesn't it?
Yeah, he does bowl a lot in the mid-lows and the death overs, and he has a very deceptive slow with the ball which tips on actually. Yeah, Mohammad Tamare couldn't have bowled yesterday, Abhishek Tanwar.
Turned away. Fine leg was in, a little fine as well. Sometimes you're at 45, you can pick up a catch. You have to be very lucky to do that. That was a poor delivery. Lost his line because of the right-left combination, I think. Yeah, Abhinav says thank you. First boundary for him. Just help it round the corner. Poyame has been good so far, but on this occasion, just missing his line and length. Now he's taken his time. He's a good young player. Will be an important phase of the game to the Vidya Kobe Kings. Another slow one. Well, I think the run was on, but that's okay. You don't need to take unnecessary risk. The strike rate for the moment of Abhinav suffering, 82. Now, I wonder when the pressure will start telling, because surely he'll be glancing at the dugout saying, are they displeased with me? Yeah, he has to get a move on. And it's going to be an important phase. We've been seeing the previous games where a couple of teams have lost their way in the middle overs after having good power plays. It's been a decent power play for the Kobe Kings. Need a good partnership. They need to run well. The third has come in on this occasion. A bit of heads back. They're trying to trick him again for the drive. But this time Abhinav careful. Allows the ball to come on to the bat, which is the right thing to do on a slow delivery. You start going for the big drive, you're bound to pop it up. And the Sayuri buggy cap. Lovely view. In such a nice venue. Been really enjoying the cricket so far. Such a lovely platform for the youngsters like Abhinav and Sachin to build a good partnership. A lot of people watching this game, a lot to play for. The best part about the buggy cam, the IOB buggy cam, is when the ball's actually coming towards it along the ground. It's great to see. Well done again. I did mention the word consolidation. That's what the seventh over is largely about. 56 for 1. Usually, of course, during the power play, we see many more sixes. Not to be here today. And like so many orthodoxes, he's a very clever bowler, Ajit Ram. There he is, Charu. So happy to see him back. He had a bad injury last year during the TNPL, an ACL injury. He missed out. But he's come back strong. Chvatave Subramaniam. The best a man can get. And nicely played. Very nicely played in the gap. Using the pace. And just getting back to ball. Helping himself to a good boundary. Well, that four has certainly worked like magic. Much like Ashwin Ram working capital law. And of course, the man we showed earlier on, the youngster. Wasn't he really well groomed, clean shaven? We'll probably see him again. And we've then got to admit that he probably uses Gillette. The best a man can get. Ajit Ram. Yeah, well done. All right, let's go looking around for well-groomed youngsters. And there is Middle. Advaid, well done. Not only the Gillette look, mark of a man, but also a wonderful smile. That's it. The sharp lines, clean finish, and ready for another big performance. The Gillette dugout has done its job again. Talking about Chhatway, the good young leg spinner. He is clean shaven, but you are the right man for that, Charu. Always prim and proper, clean shaven, and looking as young as ever. Well, I have to say this. I'm sorry. I know a really good ophthalmologist in Chennai. You need to get some spectacles. But with you, that's all of you. Again, very well played. Anytime you allow the ball to come to you and then you play, it just shows that he's ready to be patient. And I like what I see from Sachin. Again, just a little, I won't say shakily, but left a few balls outside off, which normally people might have slashed hard at. But he's done very well thereafter.
Yeah, he has, especially the date cut he played of this over, really shows that he has a lot of quality. Has to play the ball late.
Drifting down leg. Is that in the gap? Could be good for two if they wish. Yeah, well, maybe the right decision. However, 10 in the over, 8 done, 66 for 1. Slightly quiet 7th over, but a much better team for the Vida Kovai Kings. They are twice winners, both joint winners, so they know how to get to the last.
There you go. Nice crowds. And the debutant, Ayyappan, left arm spinner. Yeah, he will have some assistance in this pitch. We saw Ajit getting the ball to turn a little.
Abhinav, I like that. Back foot created the space. Lovely cut. Gets only a single, but that's the hallmark of a really classy bat.
Yeah, they have been good in the middle overs. They want to keep wickets in hand. They have big hitters coming in. Shah Rukh Khan is them. Man Bafna can hit the ball a long way. Amrish, so they have the real tonkers coming in. So they want to build a participant, keep wickets in hand, and then maybe get going the last 5 overs.
Or a half tracker. And Sachin will be disappointed. He didn't get more than one off that. And he'll lose delivery by Ayyappan.
He got away with it. Hitting it straight to the fielder. Can tend to bowl a little fuller in this pitch. Don't have to be very short because there is something if you impart spin on the ball.
Again, I think that's his favourite shot. This time a little to the right of the man and point. The double with front gathering without doubt because the lefty orthodoxes don't give you much room.
Yeah, they've done that well. Both these young batters, they have run well. They put pressure on the fielders. He did cover quickly. That's what you need to do in the middle overs.
Just that last double, and only Cantor for a single here. The throw went to the non-striker's end. Now you know that the non-striker's taken the star, so if you have the time, the opportunity, throw to the keeper because it's the striker who's generally struggling, and he of course was in the back foot on that cut, so he would have been late anyway. Just little things, because you can always try and get closer to a run out. Went through with it, high, handsome, 6 into the side screen. Ayyappan just tossed it up and last delivery and paid the penalty. Get the ball back? I think we will.
They're getting a move on Sachin right in the slot, and he has a lovely bat swing and helps himself to a second 6, and they do need that. The Vida Kovai Kings, they're slowly getting a move on. You will get value for your shots in this pitch. It's been really good. Best surface in this pitch in the tournament so far.
Off the back foot, a neat punch. 12 runs off the over. The Kovai Kings are 28 for 1 after that. humid here, but the weather in the evening's been just fine. And then they utilize the opportunity to once again stress that these state leagues have been fabulous hunting grounds or proving grounds for talent around the country. Wherever they've been played, there's no doubt the standards have improved rapidly, and surely you see so much improvement in white ball cricket, at least in Tamil Nadu.
Yeah, they've been very good white ball cricket. Over the years, they've won beside Mushaq Ali on a few occasions. There's always been their strength, how they've gone about things in this format. And even with regard to TNPL, the standard just keeps getting better, especially the youngsters who have played this season. We saw Deepesh bowl beautifully the other day. Sachin has looked good today. It's really good to see. That's what they want. They want the opportunity to prove what they're capable of, and TNPL has provided that for a lot of players over the years.
Well, star after star after star, and which star does Sastika have with her down near the boundary line?
Thank you so much for joining us, Kumaran sir. First of all, ஒரு சாம்பியன் சைடு வந்து நீங்க வந்து ஹெட் கோச்சா வந்து இருக்கீங்க. போன வருஷம் ஒரு சின்ன பிளிப் இருந்துச்சு. ப்ரீ டோர்னமெண்ட் ஓட ப்ரிப்பரேஷன்ஸ் எப்படி இருந்திருக்கு சார்?
So last year பார்த்தீங்கன்னா yeah they had a little bit blip, but in the வருஷம் வந்து we played a lot of scenarios, lot of match preparations, right, practice matches, so that யாரை எந்த பொசிஷன்ல வந்து we need to have them, right? So I think we are well prepared this year. Hopefully we'll do better.
டீம் as a whole நம்ம பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸும் இருக்கு, யங்ஸ்டர்ஸும் இருக்காங்க. உங்க யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் பத்தி என்ன சொல்ல விரும்புறீங்க சார்?
Good, நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி good group of youngsters and seniors like Shahrukh and Saidu, with youngsters like Amrish, Jadved, Abhinav Kannan, Debu. So அதனால it's a great team, right? Team ரொம்ப நாளா ஒண்ணா ஆடிட்டு இருக்காங்க, other than couple of guys, right? So we expect them to do well this season.
Alright. And உங்களோட ஸ்குவாடோட biggest strength அப்படினா என்ன சொல்வீங்க சார்?
ரொம்ப நாளா ஒண்ணா ஆடிட்டு இருக்காங்க, so they have gelled well actually, so that's what I really like. So very hard working. எங்களால வந்து அவங்களுக்கு ஈடு கொடுக்க முடியல, practice இது அந்த மாதிரி. So guys are really hard working. So அதுதான் எங்களோட strength. We are hard working, they enjoy their cricket, right? So we go and give everything inside.
Super,
That's
sir.
what we are told.
Super sir. And ரெண்டு different venues இருக்கிறதுனால what are the boxes to tick to go tournament அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க சார்?
Venues, they have played more games here than me, right? So they are the ones educating me actually. It's always a collaborative effort. So now solely அப்படி கிடையாது. So it's a team decision. So I get a lot of inputs from the senior players. So அது மாதிரி கேட்டு அது மாதிரி தான் பண்றோம்.
All right sir. Thank you so much for joining us sir. There's a referral நம்ம அங்க போயிடலாம்.
TV umpire director, there is a player review for wide, not given, head high. Can you give me the side angle please? The batter name is B. Sachin. And the ball seems to be passing head high up. Batter, can you give the graphics please? Yeah, it is clearly above head of the batter. It's a white ball. Anand, please give wide. You are on screen now.
Well, they went to the IOB DRS, and after the IOB analysis, it was clearly a wide. Have to re-ball that. Only 3 runs of the over so far, and 3 deliveries. It's been a pretty good over. Now spoilt, but he didn't quite get hold of that. Yet enough bat for another boundary. He can smack a ball like that, just like the eruptions.
You're wrong length and direction, especially when you have fine leg inside the circle. Carefully obliged Sachin. Been a good partnership so far. Just giving direction to the shot. And he's slowly looking very good.
They come out to seem a little obsessed that I got a short ball wrong. Let me bowl another one. You didn't have to. A slow, fuller one, straight to it off. Good decision not to take the run. And was the batsman's call, and he was firm on it. And they are trying to change the pace a lot this innings. Just feel the batters really understood the pitch a lot more. Looks like the best surface compared to the first 2 days we have seen.
To be fair, all three surfaces were decent. We got a score of 200 as well yesterday. I just think the only problem right now is Abhinav. I know he's a debutant, he's young, but his strike rate at 91, he's not serving his team too well. So sooner or later, we're at the halfway stage now. Somebody will have to tell him to make a move. Another slow one. Probably just get a single off that. And will retain strike. Sachin, who's looked pretty good, striking at 174. Halfway stage, Goa have done very well by losing only 1 wicket. They're 86 for 1.
Start for Vita Kobe Kings here. It's a new season of the Sri Ram Capital PL. As we said earlier, a team that has been one of the more consistent units in this competition. Last year was forgettable, but it's a new opportunity, a new chance. Keep stressing that. Meanwhile, Ajit Ram bowls to Sachin, who just knocks it around for a single, will push for 2 and will get it. Good wickets. And with that, it's a pleasure to welcome Shivani into the commentary box.
Thank you so much, Ishaq. Great to be here, great to join you. It's a great evening. Sachin B gets into good balanced positions and he's able to access both the square boundary and the straight boundary. He sets up well, good use of the wrists. And you mentioned how well they ran that too. That's been a feature of the Kobe Kings over the last couple of years, especially between overs 7 and 15 when the field is spread out. The consolidation phase, they're so good at converting ones into twos and stealing some extra runs.
Of course, and now we've had a look at Abhinav as well, who's come through the age group ranks, done well there. Cuts that away straight to the fielder. And just, Shivani, if you can throw light on how difficult to make that transition, because yes, this is a higher level. He's done well in age group. All good. He's promising. Now what does he need to do to step up a gear?
Just to ensure he maintains that self-belief and confidence. I think that's first and foremost, because the skill is there. We can see that, and that's also the reason the scouts have picked him, and he's been identified as a promising talent. He's making his debut in the very first game of the Sri Ram Capital TNPL 2026 season. So just to believe in his skills that he's honed over these years. Yes, he's a youngster coming through the under-19 ranks.
A slog sweep. Cry of catch it, but goes on the bounce. Too long on. Who comes across to cut it? Yes, and Abhinav has done well at the Kuch Bihar Trophy. Tamil Nadu has found success there. There have been some really eye-catching performances. One of those shots becomes such a commonplace in T20 cricket. Last ball of this over, charges down the ground. This is class, all class. A boundary to finish. It's 95 for 1 after 11. scores at this rate, 172, but they'll of course be looking at a number around 185 to 200. Yesterday, Shivani, we saw in the first match, which was the day game, 174 chase down, and in the second one, 200. CSG were not able to chase that down.
With two games happening on the same day. Today, a different story. Just the one game. So to expect something similar to the first game, 190 is what Ajay Mehra mentioned at the pitch report.
A bit of a misfield at point that allows the batters to come across for a couple. Let's watch Boost Milkshake, high energy moments. Certainly Lokeshwar started extremely well. Mohammad with that attempt in the deep, fantastic. Boost Milkshake, the new secret of my energy. It is built for everyday stamina and energy. Please do go and try it now. Outside the off stump, he's driven that beautifully. Punched off the back foot for a 4. The 100 is up for the Vida Kowai Kings for that, with that one. And the 50 is also up for Sachin. Got 100 last year. Starts this season with a 50.
Sensational shot to bring up this milestone for him in the very first game of the season. Such good balance at the crease. First 50 for him, but also first 50 of the Shriram Capital Tamil Nadu Premier League 2026 season. We've seen wickets, we've seen runs, we've seen our first 50 now. It's only match number 4.
This time in the slot, out of the park, all the way.
We've seen his wrist work on the offside. This time some flexion and extension to take it leg side over deep mid wicket using the angle. Very compact player. AB de Villiers talks about box theory. He plays within himself, within his reach, and therefore demonstrates plenty of control. 75 meters long. We're still waiting for that ball to come back, Nishad.
Yes, and when it gets back, the umpire has got to have a look at it as well. But just to look at what Sachin did last year, 116 of 70 against this very opposition. 12 4s, 6 6s. So in sequence, he's gotten over 150 runs against the same opposition, and yes, the strike rate is right up there, 193. And when you look at him, just as he walked out, just seems to have mannerisms very reminiscent of Sai Sudarshan, but the batting style is different. The back foot punch though was similar.
Back foot punch and his play through the square to the square on the offside. The way he uses his wrists.
That's the one. Right on cue, Shivani, as they come across for a single.
And not just the wrists and the power. The way he sets up in his stance, and then he has a trigger movement of that front leg that comes about one step, half a stump. Almost as if he's closing himself off. And as you mentioned, very similar to Sai Sudarshan.
Beaten by a fuller delivery. Now, what would be going through the mind of Abhinav, who is a young man brought up on a staple diet of T20 cricket on television? He's now on 27 of 28. At the other end, he's seen Lokesh, then he's seen Sachin come and really dazzle everyone. So what will be going through his mind? Because somewhere, there's the young man telling him, come on, let's get a move on.
I would say take it deep, and then you'll catch up on your strike rate. That's what he should be thinking.
He just said take it deep, and he just tries to ram that or scoop that over that short line. Doesn't connect. Isn't happy with himself. They run a by. 12 overs gone. 109 for 1. toss, Shivani. Now what do you reckon with 8 overs to go?
Before we get to that, let's just take a look at what Sachin B has done tonight. Even the score was 30. Exceptional hitting. We're on the offside, good with his wrist. But he also found some good runs down the ground. It was Fuller. He took full toll. Any error in line, and he picked up a 4 or 6. Exceptional all around the park. You see his strength is the offside.
Goes deep inside his crease. Not the result he wanted, only a single. And Sachin has been fantastic. Been, of course, a part of the Tamil Nadu Ranji Trophy side as well. Let's have a look at the IOD analysis as we look at the wagon wheel.
Yeah, 6s down the ground and 1 to take mid-wicket. But you see that break of 20%. Behinds were on the offside, 24%. The cover region and 22 on the offside down the ground. Close to 70% of his runs coming on the offside. We generally see leg side strong players because of the way batters set up, move across the line. It's refreshing to see someone who plays more through the offside. Brings about different dimensions for bowlers to consider.
Class. 1 bounce, and that's gone for 4. This is the quality that we were talking about. Abhinav has got that.
Good use of the feet to get to the pitch of the ball. Get to the line, the right line of the ball. Footwork is to ensure that the ball is at the right height and distance from you. For you to make the most of it, and that's what he's done against an experienced bowler. That's a draw. Brilliant.
Experience and one of the more economical bowlers in this competition. This time goes for the slot. Long gone, will take that catch. Harish runs in. So the debutant has made an impression, but maybe it may not be the worst thing for the Vida Kovai Kings.
A good partnership comes to an end. Ajit Ram, wily customer, and Harish Kumar does not miss. One of the best catchers in the league. That's why he is in those hot spots. They get a breakthrough here. Spartans as Abhinav Kannan goes back for a run of all 32, 115 for 2.
Shah Rukh Khan, one of the success stories of this competition. Got a very good record. Is known to be a dangerous and fearsome hitter. A perfect platform for him to come and bat. And this was an Abhinav lost his wicket. 32 of 32. Run a ball. Gets off the mark first ball. So yes, just when a batter isn't quite able to find the boundaries as often, it may not be the worst thing for the batting team, but the batter just trying to play his shots, that's also positive and acceptable because you tell him you just go for it.
And they've done really well to set the platform, the Vida Kovai Kings. And he played his part. Lokeshwar, initial aggressor, and then Sachin taking the mantle. Each batter, each player plays their role in the team, and he played his really well on debut, 117 for 2.
the SKM Salem Spartans. And just to tell you, you can watch us on YouTube. We've got 3 languages. The streams of commentary, that is English, Tamil and Hindi. So take your pick, listen in and tune in to your favorite TNPL action on YouTube. Mohammad is back and he's been welcomed by Sachin. Has that gone all the way? Yes, the umpire confirms it. Sachin's in fantastic form. The margin for error to bowl to him is so little.
It dug into the pitch, it held up a touch. So had to delay his downswing, his bat swing, just a touch. Exceptional hit. Great full finish, you can see the swivel. Generate that power and the distance. Mohammad was in the top 5 wicket takers last season. He's been taken for runs so far in this game.
He just mentioned something very interesting, that he took a little bit of time and then adjusted his shot, and that's what happens, right? When a batter has spent some time in the middle, just got his eye in.
Yeah, he's reading the pitch. He understands the conditions and what the bowlers are doing. He knows this opposition. You mentioned he had 100 in the previous season against the very same opposition. Mohammad was there, Murray was there. Yeah, good carry on this occasion.
Mohammad just tends to get something out of the pitch on a few occasions. Look at that, he's just bent his back and got that little bit of extra bounce.
He uses his wrists well. Whippy wrist. In batting, you talk about flexion and extension. Comes from golf. Similarly, if you have a whippy wrist, it can't be difficult.
Driven handsomely for a 4. It gets across quickly, stays balanced and completes it so smoothly. That's the best a man can get.
Rising with the bounce. Right at the top of the bounce, it's going to fly away. He also hits it all along the carpet. Cover drive, back foot cover drive. Always a delight to watch.
He's gone a little too wide. Although Sachin is shuffling across his stumps, may have just tempted Mohammad to put it out a little wide.
He does have a fairly square field set. Sweeper cover and a deep point. So that's where he wants Sachin to play. The cover drive, the previous ball, went quite straight.
What a shot! He just walks across the stump, swivels it, and gone past shot fine. It was a half metrage shot, really.
Getting into great positions. Is Sachin, that 4 has worked magic lecture on working capital alone. He knows the line that he's going to bowl because square leg and fine leg are inside the circle. He's going to have to go across the left-hander. So he knows his options and his shot selection. He has that I am going to play this shot, but he's moving across, and depending on the line, he's played it through the offside or the leg side. All adjustments as required.
That's a good comeback by Mohammad. Changes the pace, 109.1.
Bat just turning in his hands. Combination of the speed and length. He's been a tad short this over, Mohammad. This one fuller. And he closed this over out well. 15 runs so far.
A clean finish to the over for Mohammad. Only a single, but it's been a good one for the Vida Vikings. 133 for 40. getting taller there, Shivani.
As you'd expect, the Vidakovi Kings. Will they finish with some taller buildings, some skyscrapers, a crescendo finish? Shah Rukh Khan, he's only faced the one ball. You still have Andre Siddharth, Manki Bafna, RS Amrish.
Cut away to the fielder for a single, and Ayyappan is bowling his second over. He's also on debut. His captain picked him as one of the players to watch out for. And what an opportunity for Ayyappan to be bowling to someone like Shah Rukh Khan. It's a challenge, of course, for the youngster.
Not too much room for error. And you're up against Shah Rukh Khan. Cranking up the pace there at 100 clicks. A different vantage point with the IOB buggy cam.
Just floated a little bit in the air as it went to the bowler. Of course, a little bit away from him. So not a bad start to the over from Ayyappan. Only 3 singles. Now it's about finishing well, isn't it?
Absolutely. Although it was in the air for a while, the smart thing Sachin did was play to the other side, towards the runner, not the same side as the bowler.
Good bowling. Once again, the pace. That's the interesting bit. 101.8.
186 if they continue. Just over 9 runs and over. IOB analysis of his boundaries. The southpaws.
Full toss. He's gotten away with that one. A hand came off the bat there for Sachin. A rare blemish for him today.
Looking unexpected and therefore was out of position, but also looking for a lot of power. Not quite getting it. Different angles, different views. This is what it takes to bring all this action to your screens.
Yes, we've got the photographer's desk right below our commentary box here. It's a very good over by the debutant, conceding only 6 of that one. The Vidakovi Kings, 139 for 2 after 15.
For 2. 5 overs to go. That's potentially 50, 60 runs. Considering they have 8 wickets in hand, that could even be 70. Shah Rukh Khan, Big Shah Rukh, is in the house. Currently going at 9.27. For the moment, playing it easy. Shah Rukh, 5 from 5. That's because Sachin has been going along so well. Striking at nearly 190. His 77 have been a joy to watch. Not just for us, for all those at this wonderful ground, for his teammates as well. As we take a look at where his boundaries came from. Sublime outside off. Well, I think you just have to bowl a little straighter to him. Maybe off stump line, where he's got only 1 boundary. Boyamori, round the wicket. That's a pretty good line. That's what he should have been bowling. After a fine 77, Sachin plays on, and they'll have to do a little bit of thinking now, Kowai, because the main man is back in the pavilion. Our main man is here with us. Ajay, what have you done to Sachin?
Oh, Ajay, come in. He's got that big wicket here. We have only striking here, change of pace, working for him. Played on, but played beautifully here. What a fine knock by Sachin, 77 of 42. 140 for 3 now.
strike rate, nothing to write home about. Maybe he can change that today. And oh, the first ball for somebody coming in is always so crucial. You've got to make them play. Ajay Mehra is here with me. Ajay, even Boyamori looks very disappointed as we go back to take a look at that unfortunate wicket. Slow delivery.
Just take to make room for himself and play and carve on the offside, inside edge, just make a play from the body. That's the reason for the inside edge. He was delighted. Big wicket of the set batter. He walks back disappointed.
A little uppish, but that because of his weight could be taken for two. Shah Rukh Khan is quite happy to take the strike because Andre has just come in. I think that's a good decision. Sacrifice one extra run for the bigger, better bat to be at the crease.
Yeah, provide that impetus here. Shah Rukh Khan with a lot of experience behind him. He's a good striker. He's come in early. When I saw the batting lineup, Andre was slated up in the batting lineup, but Shah Rukh walking ahead of him. And that is a good move by the skipper as well because he's the man who can really get those quick runs now.
Three outfielders on the leg. And they'll be waiting for the big slot. In come now. Andre's done very well to take a good start. Now, we've got a lot of wonderful support here medically at the ground. And there's a beautiful ground. But Kaveri Hospitals, thank you very much for your support. And hopefully it's only moral support because we don't want anybody using that ambulance. If you do, of course, and in the neighborhood, it's 4,000, 6,000 number, 25 years of trust, care, dependability. Thank you, Kaveri. Down leg. Very unfortunate that it wasn't clipped for a boundary from the batting side, that is.
Boyamori in this over, not giving that pace to the batters. So he's understood this is a really good batting condition. The surface is really conducive for batting. So he's just changing his pace regularly. The wicket that he got, that prize wicket of Sachin also, that was a change of pace for him. Field setting for Shah Rukh at the moment. 3-1 Raiders on the onside. A good over so far. Another important wicket in this over.
The 4 overs left after this delivery. When does Shah Rukh start going big? Now, didn't quite time it. He'll be disappointed. A very, very good over. Slightly quicker, 113, but slower delivery nevertheless. 16 done. It's 145 to 3. Very impressed with it. Finished his spell, 2 for 36. And Boyamori, of course, another very clever bowler. Has not given away much, taking a wicket. Short delivery, spanked by Shah Rukh. Had to be a half tracker by Ayappan. And Shah Rukh wasted no time.
Yeah, that surely was a hit with delivery, isn't it? Super sixes, number 49. What a shot there from Shah Rukh. Exactly what he can do so well. Timing it very nicely down the pad line. Nassi picked up as well. Into the elevation and the distance. The strong lad gone some way back. Distance covered 88 meters on that occasion into the stands.
Beg your pardon, Ajay. Into the forest. Somewhere well beyond the stand. But I do hope the ball comes back. In fact, I often am very surprised when the ball travels outside the boundary line, outside the stands that is, especially at night. I wonder how the ball comes back, but it almost always does. What Ayappan doesn't want to do is bowl another half-tracker on the leg stump or outside leg to Shah Rukh. Oh, you know, well, I know these exciting times, but give them another few years, will you?
And great to see coming with their families, evening time, great settings here. Technical for this important game as well as the field setting at the moment. 3-point Riders on the onside for the man who can really strike it well. Shah Rukh.
Oh, edged. Very, very fortunate. That was a nothing shot, really. What was he trying to do? Muscle the ball into somewhere in front of the wicket, perhaps outside off, but he got very lucky. At 104 kilometers an hour, so Ayappan was a little fed up of bowling slow delivery. The one.
Yeah, just darting it in, isn't it? And quicker trajectory as well. As they say, fortune favors the brave. Going for the big one, thick as an edge. And as they say, it all matters. You get those runs, exactly what you require at this stage. The boundary here coming for Shah Rukh. 10 runs for the first deliveries in this over.
Oh, tricking Shah Rukh with that fuller delivery. Decided to give the full muscle heave. Oh, missed completely. Was there a stumping opportunity later?
Not a bad ploy. Yeah, really difficult for the keeper. Low down.
And a good comeback after that first delivery. And of course, 6-4 and then 2 dots. And dot balls at this stage are beginning to be gold dust. Again, very full, not allowing Shah Rukh to get underneath.
He's not grinding the ball now, it's just darting it in. Bowling much quicker against him, also keeping slightly wide against Shah Rukh. Young and old, everyone is really good to see. Great side. A single game this evening. First game for these two sides this season.
Well, it was a nice comeback after the first 2 deliveries. Ayappan now giving 30 runs from his 3 overs after 17, 157. Very decent 7 to 15, although the power play wasn't spectacular for them. Nothing electrifying there except the fact that they lost only 1 wicket. That helped the acceleration between 7 and 15, largely thanks to Sachin, who played a sterling knock of 77. Now, of course, we're into the last 3 overs. Uday Kumar, who has been expensive, gets backed. So much strength in there by Andre. It's a short arm jab, really a pull that worked out to be maximum.
What a terrific shot that one. Just powering on the onside. Back of lane. Andre gets into a really good position. There's a half jab there. And great timing. Getting the result that he wanted. This time into the stands there. 35 meters the distance. The striker. Dangerous batters out there in the middle. Andre and Shah Rukh.
Well, there's no joy bowling length deliveries during the death because they tend to get smacked, just like the last one. Superb shot. Puller. And a really nice square drive gets only a single. How about that? Rough life.
Yeah, just faced a few deliveries here so far. Andre just 5 deliveries for 10 runs. It has a very stable pace, the way he goes about. The way he plays his shot, the pace so stable for him. That's the reason he gets into a really good position. Plays those big shots.
Master, the feature of Andre's innings so far, he's faced only 5 deliveries, is the timing that he gets. So now Shah Rukh tries to go big. Slow delivery, just about 105. So Uday Kumar tricking Shah Rukh, and he'll be very lucky they didn't get more bat on that.
I think that's exactly what will come by. Change of pace here. Enjoying themselves. Probably future stars, you know. Might be playing TNPL down the line in a few years from here on.
Well, yesterday was, I think, at the end of the match. So a whole lot of young kids coming to the ground and playing around with the cricket ball. It's very exciting to be here, and you're absolutely right. Who knows? The future star there. We talked about his time. Lost it on that occasion, Andre. So I don't mean this to be a googly, but what has been the best feature for you yet, Ajay, in the TNPL? Although I know we're only, 4 matches old?
I think the quality of batting has been really good. Seeing the way they have gone about, I think the quality of batting has been spectacular so far. With Sachin this evening, just the way he went about.
He's trying to hit it too hard, Shah Rukh. And, wide. Okay. Do they appeal against that? Maybe not. No, IOB DRS. No, sir. Fair wide. Or have they taken it? I don't know. There seems to be a wicket conference here between the batsmen. I think they have taken it. Okay. We'll see whether that was a wide or not thanks to the IOB DRS.
TV umpire to director. There is a player review for wide given on the offside. Check the field. It's a fair delivery. Just freeze it at the release point. The batsman standing on the normal guard position and the white guideline remains the same. Just keep it going. Take it through. Just freeze it at the popping crease. 2 frames back. 2 frames back. Yeah. Yeah. Can you zoom the left side screen, please? Some part of the ball is within the white guideline. It's a fair delivery. Ball is passing closer to the bat. Can we have advantage on this? It's a fair. Anand?
Fair delivery, but only just. Okay, now I'm beginning to sense that Shahrukh looks a little frustrated, not being able to push it along. After this, there'll only be 12 deliveries. For the moment, 14. And they want to try and get to maybe 190 or so. He'll be looking for the big shot. Very well bowled. At nearly 130, he's been relying largely on those pace-off deliveries. And that was the last one. So 18 done. And Kovai just faltering a bit. 166 for 3. 12 deliveries to score, we think, maybe 25 at the very least. So we're looking at 190 here for Kovai. See if he can get there. 2 big hitters at the crease. And he goes big straight away, right behind the bowler, behind the side screen. With that fabulous balance that he has, smokes one behind the bowler.
What a shot. What a shot that one. Terrific. Down the ground there, beautifully picked up, bowling in the slot. That's the lane that Andre was waiting for. And that's really, once again, a special shot. Down the ground, excellent timing. It is all that he wanted. Good strike, is batting really well. It is.
What's the reply by Boyamori? Oh, yes, got him. Very clever, slow delivery. Full, online. And Andre plays all over it. His bright knock of 17 comes to an end because of a really clever delivery.
Yeah, the length was the key there. Bowling fuller, change of pace as well. Yeah, bowled as well. That was slow one. The bat coming down very early on that occasion. He's delighted. Andrea, the man out, batting really well. Out for 17 of 8 deliveries. 1-2 for 4 now.
To seeing his left arm medium pace abilities, but for the moment, with only 10 deliveries left,
He's at the crease, trying to support his skipper. But Andre, no longer playing part, moved in just a shade. Fabulous Yorker. Well, more Panimori. Oh, tricks him again. First ball gone. Another off-base delivery, held up as it should have. And unfortunately, Amrish could not control his push. Nice diving catch in the covers. And a first ball duck for our debutant. Unfortunate.
Yeah, the ball just gripping the surface. Yeah, just playing too early. Once again, change of pace as well. 2 balls, 2 wickets here. That's a good catch as well. Diving in front. Abhishek, the fielder, does a really good job. And he's going to be on a hat-trick as well. Amrish, the batter out of the very first delivery. Once every 2 for 5 now.
Hat-trick delivery. Hold your breath. Too wide. Where Mori hit the stumps on the hat-trick delivery. Let's take a look at the wickets.
Yeah, this was the wicket of Andre, just that change of pace, bowling much fuller as well. And then, of course, debutant, he came in and reached, or just gripping the surface. Very good catch, they low down catch, 2 in 2 for him. Then after that better delivery, the third one.
Being enjoyed by the president of the TNCA in the green, second from right, Mr. TJ Srinivas Raj. Thank you for the TNPL this year, your 10th edition. Special one, trying to bludgeon it. Didn't really get it at all. Do they want the second? They must have the second. A slip at the boundary line allows an easy 2 for Shahrukh. He has to farm the strike.
Should have been just signal there because the slip just coming back for the second as well. Just see exactly what he wanted. We saw that rain this afternoon as well.
Well, if he has the opportunity, he must go for a big one here. And then hope that Man Bafna can do the job at the other end because he's a big striker as well. There he goes! Up into the sky, deep over mid-wicket, clatters into the crowd. Last ball of the 19th over, and it's a 6 for the big man. 181 for 5. I suppose par for the course because he's our 10th over, then you've got to be like Shahrukh in there. Last ball, last over. Did try the slower one, but in the slot. And his eyes lit up saying, there we go.
Absolutely, eyes lit up, and that's exactly what he wanted, Shahrukh. Ending that over with that flourish, with that big shot, 84 meters distance. Such a key man now. Last over coming up.
Uday Kumar bowling. And we know that Man Bafna can hit a long ball. First ball, carts it over deep mid-wicket. That is brilliant. No hesitation, no fear. Just the kind of support that the skipper would have wanted at this stage. The dugout loves it.
Once again, changing pace, but in the slot, and very nicely picked up. Taking his front leg away from the line, making room for himself. That's exactly what he wanted. The first boundary for him, for Man, and what a way to come as well. 75 meters that distance. Good strike at the left-hander.
Close to 5 wickets left. Every ball's a pre-hit. You've got to continue to go big. And he does again, but this should be easily taken. Yeah.
Well, no harm done. I know that Uday Kumar can celebrate after all he's taken a wicket. But Man had to go big every ball. And he, I suppose, gave one for the team.
Yeah, going for the pull shot, just off edging that one, easily taken by the pull on that occasion. Uday Kumar spooling that catch, and yes, he was way out as well. And Shahrukh saying, why not to take that single, because he wants to be farming the strike. Man, the batter out for 7 or 3, 187 for 6.
Next up. Well, now a little bit of trouble for the Kowai Kings because Shah Rukh Khan is at the non-strikers. Man just got a little too big on him. Easy catch. The bowler, of course, delighted. Now Divakar swings big. That's all he needs to do. Take the single. He didn't intend that. I think he wanted to go for a big one. But Shah Rukh is back.
On that really nothing shot as well, going for the big one. Shahrukh wasn't very happy at the non-strikers end. On that big shot, and then not able to middle that one. Back in the heart. Subramaniam, the former left-arm spinner, the chief selector of Tamil Nadu this season, the senior side, watching the proceedings.
3 balls to go, potentially 18 runs. 188 the score, could go over 200. Well played. Wow. And is that going to be taken? It is. That will be special. Just about got caught in the fingers. Nothing wrong with that shot. Shah Rukh leaned into it, went for it. That was brilliant at the boundary.
Spectacular. What a catch that one. In the cover area, the anticipation underlies never easy. But what a job he's done there. They're just checking because very close to the skirting on that occasion. Mohammad was the fielder. This fella's done a good job, but they're just checking on that.
Director, there is a umpire review for a fair catch. Check the feet, it's a fair delivery. Give me the best angle for the catch, please. First contact within the field of play. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, he released the ball. Yeah, keep going. Can I have a look one more time, please? I just want to check when the ball is released whether he is having contact with the boundary cushion. I want to check one more time, yeah. Take it through. Take it through. Take it through. Keep going. One frame back. One frame back. One frame back. One frame back, please. Yeah. Take it through. Happy. Yeah. Take it through. Ball was released. Take it through. Yeah, satisfied. I have a decision for you on the big screen.
Rajesh Khanna, the third umpire, watching from different angles. And he's done a terrific job there, Mohammad. What a job he's done there. Big wicket. Shah Rukh Khan, the batter, out for 27 of 18. 188 for 7 now.
Well, what a pity that Shah Rukh is back in the dugout because he could have unleashed a few big ones in the 3 deliveries that were left. Now, 2 balls left. As we see that catch again. Terrific strike. Ball travelling. So is the fielder. Mohammad, we'll have to say, is one of the better fielders we've seen. Arm as well. Oh, whoa, whacked over deep mid-wicket. That's out of the park. Neemat walks in. And the ball disappears.
What a shot that one. That's terrific. Banging in shot. The ball has just walked in. That's really powered on the onside. That's gone some distance. Half tracker gets into a great position on that occasion. Out of the park. In the arc and out of the park.
Lots of entertainment. Anyway, Neemat, what a shot. Your team would be very proud of you. Divakar can only appreciate from the non-strikers end. We've got only 1 delivery left. And potentially, of course, they can still reach 200. But a spare a thought for Uday Kumar, who was no wickets for 30 in his, no wickets at all, except for the last over. Took 2, but also takes a bit of a bashing. 6 wicket, 1 wicket, and a ball to go.
Just the way you want to finish the innings, isn't it, Charu? Because momentum is so very important. Lost a few wickets the last few overs. You say last 11 deliveries, 28 runs coming. They lost 4 wickets. Run rate, although, has been pretty good, over 15.
Who wants to finish with a flourish? The bowling side of the batting. Well done, up in the air. Should be taken by long off. Races in. And that should be a comfortable catch. Well done. So at the end of it all, he uses the death over pretty well. Uday Kumar finishes with 3 wickets. But Kovai have done very well to be 198. Although they did lose 8, but most of those were at the death when the big crash was on.
Good batting, really good batting. And this was the last wicket. Once again, change of pace as well. Slightly wide edge, going for the big one. And get the connection that he wanted. Uday Kumar getting that important wicket. Devan who did a good shot as well. Devan the batter out for 6 of 2. 194 for 8 is what they finish as. The target is going to be 195. The last 12 balls, last 2 overs, losing 5 wickets, scoring 28 runs. With the 4 sixes coming and the run rate pretty handy here. Walk away, finish this innings.
I wonder which side will go and thinking that they've done really well. A bit of a pullback in terms of wickets for Salem. But Kovai should be pretty happy with that 194. They began a little slowly. Abhinav, the debutant, getting only a run a ball. So Loki was looking really good, the pocket rocket. And thereafter, of course, the feature of the innings, 77 by Sachin. Looked so fluid, so graceful. Shah Rukh, a bit of a crash towards the end. And you have to say, during the death overs, lots of wickets taken. But 194 is a pretty decent score.
Yeah, they had a decent start, putting on 30 runs for the opening wicket, 30 of 24. It's the best partnership of the innings and laid the platform for the big score. 85 or 53 between Abhinav and Sachin. And then Shah Rukh and Sachin 25, then 32. In the end, they lost a few wickets. And yes, they lose a few wickets, but they were still getting those runs as well. They head down towards Kastika, and she's with Koivori.
நீங்க வரதுக்கு முன்னாடி போய் கொஞ்சம் மழை பெஞ்சிருந்துச்சு. விக்கெட்டை கண்டிப்பா ரீட் பண்ணியிருப்பீங்க. நீங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? விக்கெட் எப்படி பிஹேவ் பண்ணுச்சுன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க?
ஆக்சுவலாக விக்கெட் வந்து சூப்பராக இருக்குது. நினச்ச மாதிரி மழை பெஞ்சதுனால ஸ்லோவாக இருக்குன்னு அண்டு ஸ்லோயர் அண்டு மிக்ஸ் பண்ணோம்னா நல்லா எஃபெக்டிவாக இருக்குது. ஸோ நல்ல விக்கெட்டு பேட்டிங்க்கு. ஸோ எங்கள் வந்து நல்ல பேட்ஸ்மேன் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ பவர் பிளேயில் வந்துட்டு ஒரு நல்ல ஸ்டார்ட் கொடுத்தாங்கன்னா ஐ திங்க் சேஸபிள்.
அண்ட் உங்களோட வேரியேஷன்ஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப ஹார்ட் டு பிக்காக இருந்துச்சு. ஸ்லோவா பால்ஸ் யார்க்கர் எல்லாம் அது போடுறதுக்கு என்ன மாதிரி ப்ரிப்பரேஷன்ஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க போய்?
நான் நெட்ஸில் யூஸ்வலாக நிறைய வந்துட்டு அந்த ஸ்லோயர் வந்து ஒர்க் பண்ணுவேன். அண்ட் ஸ்லோயர் வந்து ஒர்க் பண்ண அந்த லைனில் ரொம்ப நான் வந்து கான்ஷியஸாக ஒர்க் பண்ணுவேன். ஏன்னா ஸ்லோயர்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஸ்டம்ப்ஸில் எந்தெந்த டைமில் வந்து ஸ்டம்ப்ஸில் போடணும், எப்பப்போ வெளில போகணும், அந்த லைன்ஸ் வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். இப்போ டெத்து நீங்கள் வந்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம ஸ்டம்ப்ஸில் போடக்கூடாது. ஏன்னா பேட்ஸ்மேன் வந்து அந்த ஸ்டம்ப்ஸில் வந்து அடிக்க ரெடியாக இருப்பாங்க. ஸோ கொஞ்சம் வெளில எடுத்துகிட்டு போகணும், கேம் வந்து வெளியே எடுத்துகிட்டு போகணும், அண்டு பெரிய எண்டு சைடு எடுத்துகிட்டு போகணும். ஸோ அதனால் வந்து அது மாதிரிலாம் நான் ஒர்க் பண்ணுவேன். அது வந்து நெட்ஸ்லேயே நான் ஒர்க் பண்ணுவேன்.
அதோட விளைவு தான் இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பார்த்தோம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். டார்கெட் 195 செட் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. பேட்டர்ஸ்க்கு என்ன சொல்லுவீங்க?
ஆக்சுவலாக நல்ல விக்கெட்டு, நல்லா ஸ்டார்ட் கொடுத்தோன்னா இட்ஸ் சேசபிள்.
ஆல்ரைட், தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் அண்ட் குட் லக் ஃபார் தி செகண்ட்.
தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
Almost wicketless today, but that catch was precious. No wickets, no number in the wickets column, but that catch alone, for me, 2 wickets. Uday Kumar got a few in the net, but Poyamori was very, very good. So was Ajit Ram, and the rest couldn't quite pick up any wickets. But decent bowling effort. I think the batting was very good. What did they have to score when they come back? SKM Salem Spartans are rather large, 195. That will take a bit of scoring. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's going to be the chase.
Ready? Ready?